Society wants too much from men who don't even make their bed in the morning. I just throw my blanket on my bed like it's a garbage bag going in the dumpster. I practically sleep with rats anyway. I'm definitely some kind of undiscovered sewer animal. Getting life in prison seems easier than doing all the things society wants you to do. Just think, you're one slip away from not having to care about anything ever again. It's a blessing, but a curse. But seriously, don't go to prison. But if you do, make sure to find a way to watch my videos, even if you have to bootleg a telescope and watch it on someone's phone out your window. It wouldn't work, but I'll give myself an A for effort. Or maybe an F for folded bologna on a poker table like I tried to go all in. I lost it all, but somehow I'm still happy with a pack of bologna to keep me safe at night. Most of the inspiration I get in this beautiful thing called life makes me want to fart in a pack of Skittles and put it back on the shelf. I'm not trying to give anyone ideas. I'm not trying to inspire your farts to be more than they are. Let them be the molecules they were born to be, floating through the air and going back into the cycle like they were rinsed with ammonia and put back on the shelf, destined to become a fart again one day. Some men are like mice not able to bring home the big cheese. The only thing I ever seem to conjure up are half-eaten sandwiches from the dumpster to feed my army of cockroaches. I have to feed them well if I want them to be big and strong enough to take over the world. Maybe our story only matters if it makes us money. I don't want to be the eagle that cried wolf, but it seems as plain as day. I'm over here on the comedy railroad trying to drive nails into the ground. Once I busted my back, I had to decide if I was going to quit. My spine is as mangled from comedy as a jagged wrestler, with a twisted skeletal structure from years of being slammed into the ground. My head don't quite sit right on my shoulders anymore. This is why everybody wants to do this, but they never stick around long enough to see anything happen. I'm destroyed from trying, but somehow I'm still going. Life is different for smart people. It's like you have VIP access to conversations that other people can't have. The only way to get into the club is to learn. Then maybe one day the herd of intellectuals grazing on their valley field will accept you as one of their own. They're pretty much gazelles with extra steps. I mean, I thought I was a lion, but I'm just another grass-grinding mammal like the rest of them. Feeling nothing is sometimes worse than feeling pain. What do you do when you consume so much of the internet you've desensitized yourself to everything imaginable? What do you do when nothing will entertain your video-munching soul? Make your own videos with your so-called passion, which is really a cry for help because you're falling in a bottomless pit of boredom. Stop the fall. Grab the rope. But you're falling faster than the rope, so I guess it's time to poop a little so you can be a little lighter and fall a little slower. I should stop complaining about my tragic life, but I like playing the victim. I'm like an actor who wants to be in movies even though no one likes him. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm getting rejected more than a guy standing on the side of the highway and chucking diapers at cars. No one is going to hire that guy. But seriously, I might hire the guy because it's kinda creative. Sooner or later, you have to start turning the negatives into positives. Like how I turned grass into freshly woven underwear. This ain't the jungle, but it can be if you want it bad enough. Human beings are good at pretending everything's okay. I got so good at it, I stopped trying to make everyone happy. But eventually I found out I was turning the internet into one giant therapy session. Random people on the internet aren't my doctor. Who can afford healthcare like that anyway? I don't need a human being to talk to. I would rather talk into a sewer and hope the rats down under understand what I'm going through. Why can't I just pause life and come back? Or just type in some kind of cheat code. I'm no hacker, but things would be way easier if I was able to bust into the mainframe. There's no time to think. There's no time to recover from thinking scary things. I laid in my bed too much and realized it was a nesting ground for negativity. I can't even sleep in my own nest when I have eggs to keep warm. You were right to call me a rooster. I need to start squawking and stop galloping. I'm off to a new adventure of I have no idea what this is. People get so wrapped up in the details. I'm just happy to be here. But for some reason, life always gets so much more complicated than that. I can't be happy because there's always a giant man with a little stick poking at me trying to make me into something I'm not. It's like no one wants me to be smart enough to succeed. I can let it be a delusion and flush it down the toilet, or I can accept it and eat it out of the toilet. Looks like I'm dining with bacteria tonight. The infestation of reality won't stop creeping up my tree when I swear I trimmed the hedges. I don't want to be an underground sensation or a mainstream enterprise. I just want to clip my toenails and send you the video. But here I am pretending to be something special, as if the internet isn't one big illusion on everyone's screen. But I guess it's real if you want it to be. It's just electricity lighting up in a plastic square, though. I don't mean to be the one to burn your waterfall to the ground, but I just can't get enough icing on my cake. Even if I licked every birthday cake from here to Thunder Falls Island, it still wouldn't be enough. I could operate a sugar farm and still not get enough to satisfy my appetite. This is a metaphor for me consuming thoughts. I eat them up like little gumdrops I found on the side of the road. If only I was taught not to eat things off the ground, this wouldn't be a problem. People might be waiting for me to fall off, but I'm so good I know know it's not going to happen. This sounds like a good time for it to happen. Stop watching and liking. Let it come to an end. I never did anything that great and it's never gonna change. Go watch the latest 6th graders spit apple juice on someone's graham cracker or whatever you people consider good. I'm done stirring this cauldron like I'm a wizard in a janitor's broom closet. I got no more tricks up my sleeve. This was a fairy tale of my significance. But in reality, we're all just people. We're definitely just normal, everyday people, okay with living our mediocre lives. Actually, I think I might just check out of this sensationalism and book some tickets to not doing anything anymore. This was way too much work for nothing. Poop you later.